The good news today is that the revolution they were afraid of some 5 years ago is approaching the shores of Nigeria like a tsunami. And I said last week that the trigger for a revolution will be hunger. People are hungry in this country, and we cannot afford to be distracted by this case.
So that they can get the nothing common maybe okay. No, I said it. Both of you, sir. For you, sir. Both of you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
You were of the opinion that the court dismissed the charge instead of striking it out, but the court subsequently struck it out. Are you okay with that?
Whether what?
You're okay with the decision of the court by striking it out, not dismissing it?
Well, I'm okay with the fact that the charge has been struck out and the appropriate orders have been made by the court. The point the learned trial judge was making was that the matter was starting de novo before him, and that the proceedings conducted before now were before another judge. I mean, you really cannot challenge that. But clearly, it was a case that was bound to be dismissed. And I told my client after taking the first witness and after the cross-examination, it became crystal clear that there was no way the previous regime could continue the matter. And like I did say, I think the Honorable Attorney General reviewed the file and came to the conclusion that this matter will have to be withdrawn from the court. For me, I think it's commendable, you know. But my client will still have to decide, my clients will still have to decide what to do in the matter. Having been kept away from his family for 5 years on a frivolous charge, more so that he was even in detention. He was in custody on the day of the protest, 5th of August, 2019. Those who are accused of stealing over 100 billion are given bail and allowed to travel out of the country. But this gentleman has been kept away for 5 years from his family. Initially, his movement was restricted to Abuja. And we had to rush to the Court of Appeal to have those conditions lifted. Now that he's a free man, happily, once the passport is made available, he can rejoin his family.
I'm indifferent. I was very sure from the beginning that the case was not going anywhere as well. And I wasn't committed in any way to an optimistic trial or even a discharge. Because the goal is to bring about a better society. And the good news today is that the revolution they were afraid of some 5 years ago is approaching the shores of Nigeria like a tsunami. And I said last week that the trigger for a revolution will be hunger. People are hungry in this country, and we cannot afford to be distracted by this case. And as you know, regardless of the case, I continue my civil advocacy in the country. I continued engaging myself in protests. I continued the revolution now. I was part of the people that started NSAS. In fact, the planning of NSAS started in my house in Abuja with Deji, Adeonju, and a few of us. We contributed maybe 300,000 naira to start NSAS. And we were the first to go to the headquarters of Nigerian police and pour on the ground there the blood of those who have been, symbolically, those who were killed by the police or tortured. And that was how that fire ignited everywhere. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But we are not here to claim victory in a battle that is still active. And that is why I also urge you in the media to be focused on the future. Like our lawyers have said, we thank you for all that you have done. You kept this on the front burners while I was in detention until I was released. And you are here today. In fact, I invited you to come and discover the shame of the federal government. They discontinued their own case. And don't let's be too optimistic. I know for a fact that they didn't do this on their own volition. They had to clear one shame, but you know they go from shame to shame. They might do another stupid thing, but it doesn't matter now because the revolution is here.
Yeah, on that note, sir, would you be suing the federal government and the DSS for wasting your time?
My lawyer already addressed that, but I've also said it publicly that there will be multi-jurisdictional remedies sought after this case. And it doesn't matter if I leave Nigeria or not. I have kids who have lost ample time, including there was a time my son almost died of an ailment, and I applied to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal denied me right to get my passport. But when they arrested Emefiele, who stole billions of naira, they gave his passport back to him within 1 month. I heard he has traveled out of the country. But when it comes to us, those who don't steal, this system is against those of us who refuse to partake in the looting of the Commonwealth, whereas they pamper the criminals. The former AGF, Malami, has not even been invited for questioning, in spite of public information about his atrocities against the people of this country. The former president, Buhari, has been allowed to go back to his couch. In fact, he would have been in Niger Republic today, but for the fact that their friends lost out to a coup plot there. That was his plan, to run away to Niger. The former Accountant General of the Federation, who stole 109 billion naira, is walking around with the chieftaincy title, one of the most prestigious in the northern parts of the country. That tells you the kind of country we are in. And this is the country we must fix, whether they like it or not. No going now. Yes. So, thank you very much.
Yes.